So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game, everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, at least on the face of it, Peter, there's very little at stake in this.
But, Jim, but...
Well, it still gives ample opportunity for some fringe players to make their case. So I'm inclined towards something that's still high in intensity, in conviction, in tempo even. And that's not a bad thing.
So it's down to business here. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, this team has a great engine room in the shape of this guy, Alchemy. The Frenchman being a robust, relentless pressing machine who also excels in ball retention and recycling. I noticed he's surprisingly good at progressing play when on the ball too. Keep watching him.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Thuram going after that. Saliba, early ball out from the back. It's a pretty loose pass. Pass is just off target.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Tchouaméni forwards and with intent. Thuram! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
Oh, it's a great ball here. Shapes to shoot! And that is wildly off target. Now it's Mbappe. Doué running with the ball. Mbappe with a beautifully timed run.
I think there were a few doubts for a split second, Peter, as to whether he was offside. I think he really got away with one there.
Looking tidy in possession here. And that is a little undercooked. Thuram is onto this. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Thuram receives it in a good position here. Thuram was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. France are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Tchouaméni cuts it out. Cherki. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Now it's Mbappe. And he's made sure that's not getting through. France are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, ball's over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. That's going to go a long way. Doué. Thuram.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Olise. Oh, it's played into the area.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Cherky. Nicely weighted. Great chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Zaire Emery. That's really well manoeuvred. Tries to play it through. Now it's Mbappe. Upamecano clears without hesitation. There's the shot! Oh, how's that for a goal? A finish right from the top draw. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
France have penetrated for the first time.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Olise. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Cherky. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Thuram. Doué. And now the breakaway. And that interception was most necessary. And the referee has blown for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. France go in at half-time with a 1-0 lead.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
France just ahead here in a tight game. They are 1-0 to the good. And we are back underway. France leading courtesy of the game's only goal. It's a good spell of possession, this. Conte has a look and plays it forward.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Olise looking to play him in, and he was quick to react. Hernandez. Conte. Doué. Now it's Zaire Emery. Now it's Olise. Olise. Thuram. Well cut out. No margin for error there at all. And that is well cleared. France are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
He's come in hard. Upamecano can clear it away. And here's Olise. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. both benches.
Plenty of jostling in that box, they just need a good delivery.
Hernandez is there and he can get that clear. Doué. He is through here. Dembele. Dembele stood his ground strongly. And they've got rid. Oh, what has happened here?
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And here's Barcola, and he's in on a chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Thuram chasing after it. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Tchouaméni.
Played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mignon claims comfortably. Just about up to 75 minutes. Kone. France perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Tchouaméni gets it clear. Dembele. Barcola. Great ball and a real chance! It's a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 10. Pour le remplacer, le numéro 25. Attention, changement.
France have opted to make another change here.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
France are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, this looks sharp. Barcola might just make this. Tchouaméni. Nicely shaped ball. Tchouaméni is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Now it's Dembele, and it's Kone. Konate cuts out the pass.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
And he's quick to return it. Oh, that's a key interception. Cherki. Oh, it's Dembele. Looking for the run. He's on it. Can he get away? He's found the way through. Goes for a shot! Oh, that wasn't far away.
Oh, that's a cracking try. Good technique to keep it low, too.
Defending was strong and firm. Now it's Thuram. Barcola. And we're done. France can probably lay claim to the title of having been the better side here. Certainly more results-driven as they went about their business in an efficient manner. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen? Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, it certainly doesn't feel like a friendly to me, Peter.
The atmosphere, absolutely that of a premium contest.
Yeah, and this crowd are demanding the most from their players, and it looks like they might get what they came for.
Olise! Thuram. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, I get the feeling, Peter, that this guy, Michael Olise, will be very much on show here. He's, I think, superb in that position on the right-hand side. I don't want to see him moved anywhere else in the team because he's expert in that area. And I think the next phase in his career now is to start...
Mbappe! He's through on goal. Tries a shot! They've scored!
Well, what a statement of intent. Who better to be the one to have the first say? A cracking opening to this game.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
France.
He's having a pop! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Shoots! Now, and it's come back out to him. It's a goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature.
And he shoots! And again! Goal!
Thuram might just make this. That's been cut out, well played. Gusto. Mbappe. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Now it's Mbappe. Zaire Emery, spread out to the left. Cherki venturing down the left. Showing good feet. Oh, and again! And he's there to belt it away. It's a good foot in there. But that has not gone well.
France really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
It's a good spell of possession, this. Now, he's got space here. And he's straight offside. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
He's having a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And that has been cleared. France are looking to go forward now. Saliba calmly anticipates. It's a pretty loose pass.
Thuram really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Saliba did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Played back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. 5 minutes till the break. Knocks it into space. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Olise. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Threads one in. Oh, super ball! And the shot! He's delivered all right! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
France with the lead.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Lacroix gets over and intercepts. And that's really well manoeuvred. What's going wide left? Zaire Emery. And the referee says that is that for the first half. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. Yeah, neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that 2-goal cushion early in the second half.
France leading, but only just 2-1 the scoreline.
Changement.
So let's get the ball rolling. Dembele. Dembele will not want to lose out here, not against this chance! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Zaire Emery. And here's Thuram. Olise. Doué.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Nicely weighted ball. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Zaire Emery. Olise. So what can they make of this? Thuram. He's shifting through the gears here. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. France have their second corner now. Olise goes short. Picked out brilliantly. France have the chance to go the other way. Tries to play it through. Oh, no joy this time. Nicked it back promptly. Dembele. France appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Dembele. And it's Zaire Emery. Spread neatly. Just eases him off the ball.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
He's had a shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
France certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 9, le numéro 11, le numéro 20, le numéro 18. À leur place, le numéro 12, le numéro 7, le numéro 24, le numéro 6. Changement.
France have opted to make another change here.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
Chouameni, France perhaps contemplating their next change here. No way through. Kone and Cherki. Goes looking wide. Chouameni was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Has a look and plays it forward. Cherki. Kone. And the pass is intercepted. Mbappe. That's destined for the flank. And he welcomes it in. Ball's gone out of play. Lacroix gets it away. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And it's Doué. Doué unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Chouameni aims beyond the defence. Takes a shot! And he's stuck it away. Again, we are level. What a contest!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
Big chance! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Good read, needed to be. And he's there to get it away. Not the most accurate pass.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, important interception. Deftly away. He's in a good position here. Good ball, good take. Kone, chance for a shot! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Samba with the clearance. Looking for the run. Now it's Barcola. Dealt with nicely by the defence.
Temps additionnel, 3 minutes.
France need to make something happen here. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Conte. And here's Barcola. Dembele. Now Barcola. So that means another 30 minutes football. So, Jim, any strong opinions after all of that?
Well, we can only hope we get an extra-time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
Well, no winner so far, but somebody has to be the winner. and extra time is next.
The hostilities have already resumed.
France pay the price for failing to close out the match in normal time. Can they avoid the same fate here, where the consequences are still more serious? And here's Mbappe. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, they've got it again.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Lacroix. Dembele. And that interception was most necessary. And here's Mbappe. Is there any support? He might not need it. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Passing is crisp and sharp. Plays a sharp little ball here.
It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has.
So a big chance now from 12 yards. So where will he go? Terrific save by Manuel. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And he's hit it long. So just 15 minutes still to come. Well, no question, the will exists to try and win it, but limbs are tired, options are depleted, and time now is short.
And we are already back underway.
Well, this really has been an epic encounter, and there are some tired limbs out there. How much more can the players give? Oh no, that was never going to make it. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mbappe! Barcola. Passes short and sharp. Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Mbappe. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now it's Mbappe. Can he finish? Oh, he's done it! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant.
Mignon can clear it away. Chouameni, nice looking ball. That's good vision. That's the keeper's ball. Kone. Conte. And it's Dembele. Mbappe is onto this. Gusto. And that signals the end. France illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything. Hello and welcome one and all, the atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening, the skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here, the supporters in great voice. And there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, it certainly doesn't feel like a friendly to me, Peter.
The atmosphere, absolutely that of a premium contest.
Yeah, and this crowd are demanding the most from their players, and it looks like they might get what they came for.
If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Thuram! But he's left disappointed.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Chouameni. Mbappe. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Zaire Emery. Doué. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, this fella, Maignan, we all remember him, Peter, from his stint in his native France. That time he took an unfancied side to the title against all the odds. I think he had 21 clean sheets that year.
Oh, shooting chance! Goal, France! Simplicity itself.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Hernandez cuts it out. Mbappe is herring after that one. Now it's Mbappe. Cherki. Crosses it in. And out it comes again. Lacroix. Looking tidy in possession here. Caught offside that time. France are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, balls over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Maignan breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. Chouameni concedes a free kick for that. Lacroix. Aimed beyond the defence. Thuram finds himself offside. And back to the keeper they go. Oh, that's a key interception. Lacroix kept his eye on it, and he's there. France do have a chance to counter here. Great vision. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Little pass back. Ambitious ball here. Chance, surely! Oh, good finish. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
There you go. That's what happens when you've got top-class talent.
So they have it, and the shot! And they're quick to get it back. Gusto spots it and intercepts. And here's Mbappe. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Mbappe, Thuram, and into the grateful arms of the keeper. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Now it's Thuram. Very nicely done. Mbappe. Plays a sharp little ball here. Gusto cuts out the pass. Mbappe might just make this. And that's been won straight back. Thuram. This is promising. Hernandez did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Chouameni, Thuram. No, that was never going to make it. Now then, the ball's come loose. Zaire Emery. So, a temporary halt to the action. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Any thoughts on all this so far, Jim?
Well, it's been an intriguing watch. A really nice contrast of styles that seem to suit both teams pretty well. Who's ultimately going to win it? It's anyone's guess still.
So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break, it's one each. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Cherki. He's got away. Chance to deliver. Samba claims it without any fuss. And here's Thuram. Played with finesse. Chance! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
What a pass. One that literally dropped into his path. It was asking to be finished.
Lacroix. Nicely spread. Olise. And he's been shifted off it. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh no, this does not look good. Now this could be a chance. And here's Olise. Doué. Can he spark a counter here? Knocks it into space. And he's certainly onside here. And he's managed to get free.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Chouameni plays it forward. That's a lovely, neat pass. And here's Zaire Emery. Decent chance! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 9, le numéro 20, le numéro 11, le numéro 18. À leur place, le numéro 7, le numéro 24, le numéro 12, Le numéro 6. Changement en cours.
Kone is there and he can get that clear. France have the chance to go the other way. And he was quick to react. France perhaps contemplating their next change here. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Gusto makes the interception. Mbappe, and he shoots! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Mbappe has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
France making further changes here and in quick succession.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
France couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Looking to play him in. Can he get onto this? Lacroix calmly anticipates.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Barcola.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now. So good from him.
Cherki. Barcola.
France clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Barcola chasing after it. Dembele gets into a good position. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Mbappe. Conte. That has been cut short. And he's intervened well there. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Takes a shot! And needless to say, that deserved better.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
And it's Dembele. He's going for goal! It's loose, and there's a race for... Oh, he's been caught on it here! Showing good feet. Barcola proves just a little bit too strong. Kone. So that means another 30 minutes football. Well, still no winner, Jim.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
Well, no winner so far, but somebody has to be the winner, and extra time is next. So we have movement on both benches.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 26. À sa place.
No winner in 90, 30 more to come. Nicely worked. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Saliba getting this one clear. Upamecano. Dembele. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Looking for the run. Now, can they get him away? Conte. Ball played for Dembele. And here's Barcola. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And that is a little undercooked. Oh, what has happened here? Barcola gets flagged offside. And smartly reclaimed. France disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. And here's Dembele. Nicely weighted ball. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
The ball has bounced loose now. So just 15 minutes still to come. So those 15 minutes have flown by. Limbs now and heads indeed at the point of exhaustion. How will this end? And we are already back underway. They have played themselves to a near standstill.
He's had a shot! Oh, he's done it! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it!
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them hold themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
Saliba getting this one clear. Oh, can he get onto this? Cherki. And it's Conte. Now it's Mbappe. Cherki. This looks promising. Kone is onto this. Dembele. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
France very much running into the last chance saloon.
Well, I like to see, Peter, that they haven't given up yet, so the spirit burns on.
It's a promising position. Great defending, strong and determined.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. Hernandez turns back here, probably the best option. Looking for options for movement. That's that, the end. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, it's got to be said, Peter, it's a day to forget.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, it certainly doesn't feel like a friendly to me, Peter.
The atmosphere, absolutely that of a premium contest.
Yeah, and this crowd are demanding the most from their players, and it looks like they might get what they came for.
And that gets things running. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, I really like this lad, Jules Koundé, a lot. He isn't the biggest, but he's known for having a big character that makes up for that. He's brilliant in boxes, and he can outmuscle opponents that are much bigger than him. You add a little bit of pace to that, and he's a formidable presence at the back.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Dembele picks it up out wide. Mbappe! He scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
France are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produce something out of nothing there.
And the shot! It's a goal! They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
France are doing very nicely, thank you.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Dembele, passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's picked his way through. Oh, that's a fine interception.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Olise, it's come to nothing. And he's gone direct here. Now this could be a chance. Mbappe! And it's hit the woodwork and out. France have it back and can go again. And it's Dembele. Not the most accurate pass. Doué. Dembele wins the duel this time. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
France have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your face, Jim.
It's well rehearsed, Peter. It's testament to their excellent work ethic, really. The way they always go chasing the ball in numbers, and they can keep it up late into a game too.
Digne. And here's Dembele. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Conte. Now, can they get him away?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Can he get on the end of this? Good ball, good take. Decent chance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, to be honest, he shouldn't have spilled that in the first place, but he recovered it really quickly, so no harm done.
Doué. Now it's Olise. Looking for the run. He can run onto that. That is good. Oh, what has happened here? Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. France with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. That's the keeper's ball. France are looking to go forward now.
France couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Koundé. And the counter is on. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Some resolute defending there. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Chouameni. And it's Kanté. That pass has been well intercepted. Dembele knocks it into space. Nicely worked. Doué has it in a wide position. That's an excellent interception. He's trying to hit the front line here. Can he get it through? That is ended up in no man's land. Hernandez. Olise going after that. Upamecano does really well to win the ball there. Doué. Well read, and the danger is averted. The whistle's gone, and that's it.
The boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those 2 goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game, and it's easier said than done, as we know.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Merci d'accueillir les deux équipes. Changement pour la France. Le numéro 14.
That gets us going once more.
Le numéro 18.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Digne. That's a good run down the left. He's got away. Delivery from Mbappe. Hernandez is there, and he can get that clear. France come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Cherki. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now, what about a counter-attack? Looking to play him in. Great ball if he can get there. That's really well cleared. France have got it back and they'll have another go. France are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least. Because
shooting chance! Goal! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
France cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
And here's Zaire Emery.
France really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And he's intervened well there. Dembele threads one in. And that's a throw-in. France still have the cards to affect this game. Looking for options for movement. And that's a...
And he shoots! And that's in! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
So here comes a substitution.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 20. Le numéro 7.
France go up by 2 and are looking good.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
Chouameni was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's...
Tries one from range! Top class from Thuram! A finish of true class! And they are disappearing out of sight. He has given that the lot. Bang!
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
France visibly comfortable, now up by 3.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Barcola's cross. Deflected behind for a corner kick. France have their second corner now. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Off the post!
Digne. Now Barcola. Now it's Mbappe. Nicely weighted ball. Now this could be a chance. Olise. Barcola. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Cherki unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Barcola. Spread out to the left.
Such good technique.
Oh, that's fabulous. That is a crunching tackle. And here's Olise. Oh, well played. Deftly away. He's on it. Can he get away? Now that looks a decent ball. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Thuram with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Zaire Emery, given the lift of his goal.
He's having a hit! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Temps additionnel, 3 minutes.
That has been slung wide. Now it's Thuram. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Digne considers his options. This the perfect chance to extend the advantage.
Oh, he's having a go! Rising over the bar.
That has not gone well. And he can clear it away.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. France suffer a humiliating defeat. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here, the supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, it certainly doesn't...
There's the shot! No, just not quite.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Koundé, lovely pass, but can he get there? And here's the chance to counter. Great vision. Oh, well measured. Big chance, corner. France with the corner, they're first. That's the keeper's ball. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Mbappe. Dembele tries a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
France, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. He is through here! Cleared without hesitation. Now that looks a decent ball. Shot at goal! Terrific effort! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
France have their second corner now. And now a sudden chance to counter. Zaire Emery. Can he get it through? Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Zaire Emery, can he finish?
Thuram gets flagged offside. And it's Zaire Emery. Olise. He's having a shot! Dembele finds himself offside. Oh, strongly challenged there. Tries to pass it through, and the shot. He's had a shot! Goal, France! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
France are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
In towards the back stick. Tries to get it clear. And he's only too happy to take that back. Thuram proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Shapes to shoot! And that was very necessary. Zaire Emery. He's had a shot! And that tested the keeper.
France have found chances hard.